Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope everybody is having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about the top 4 AI stocks that could be posed for some great returns in 2023. Now, artificial intelligence has really exploded as a whole industry. We've seen companies like OpenAI behind ChatGPT, Midjourney really take the world and the internet by storm. What we do have is many investors preparing to get ready for the AI boom. Now, the big question to answer, and I don't know if anybody has an answer, is this just a fad and a kind of a hype that will be here for a time period? Or is the AI industry here to change our technological lives? If that is the case, we could see some of these AI stocks really explode in valuation. We're going to be talking about some of the fundamental AI stocks behind the industry, what their analytics look like, how they're doing now, and what the future predictions are. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt, and let's get into the video. The first one we're going to be talking about is PLTR. That is the ticker system Palantir. Now, Palantir is a great stock because what it does is it develops software to run a copious amount of data analytics. More data can be generated and you can get use out of this data than a human can actually run in real time. Now, the thing about PLTR is they are a kind of fundamental pioneer in the artificial intelligence world. We've seen AI really explode since the beginning of 2023, but PLTR has really been in the game before 2021. And over this last year, they've actually been up over 81% right now, trading right now at a price of $15.91. Now, if we look at PLTR, speaking about what they do, they basically work on data analytics and they have an AIP. This is known as an artificial intelligence platform. Now, this is also known as an LLM. You're going to be learning about some of these acronyms as you do more research into artificial intelligence. An LLM is basically a large language model. That's what ChatGPT is. However, PLTR is developing their own LLMs that they can use as a chatbot to deploy for clients that customers can use and companies can use for customers on their websites to produce and receive different types of insights. Now, one specific interesting thing to note about PLTR is the CEO here, Alex Karp. He has said that the demand for this product that they developed, AIP, surpasses anything that they've seen in the last 20 years. Talking about PLTR right now, the results about the expectations actually aren't spectacular, but could that be a key time to get into the stock before it really starts to gain a lot of steam if AI continues to develop and kind of blow off its top? Now, like I said, PLTR, they've been in the game since 2021, really before this technology became very popular, and they've been a large leader and pioneer in the AI software and especially data analytics utilizing artificial intelligence. Now, just looking quickly here, like I said, at $15.79, you can see they are up about 81% on the year, but looking at some of their financials, they're doing well in their actual gross profits. It's great to look at the details of some of these companies rather than just the price and the market cap that can have a different amount, and that's also just the valuation that's given. One big criticism that a lot of these tech stocks do get is the price to earnings value. Now, the price to earnings on many stocks are pretty high, and that does get a lot of criticism from a lot of stock analysts. However, that's because many people are speculating and thinking that this could be a valuable stock, so you have a lot of interest into tech stocks in the first place. But looking at this, they have great increasing amounts of income and also gross profit. Great to see that this shows that their business is growing as a company. The next one we're going to be talking about here, we talked about on the channel before, is C3.ai. Ticker symbol is just AI. Now, this is traded on the New York Stock Exchange and it's actually doing quite well, up over 148, nearly 150% on the year, especially during the time of a bear market that we've in, and we've seen a pullback with the S&P 500 trading right now at 43.19. Not too bad for its price. Now, talking about C3.ai, this is a company that could possibly witness more upside. And talking about it, it has delivered many different types of revenues and is also breaking some type of predictions, but it does come with some speculation behind it. it is a smaller stock. However, its growth is accelerating right here. And the predictions around this company is that the company does expect to deliver $71.2 million in revenue in the current quarter, which this would be over a 9% jump a year ago. So it does need to deliver, and it does need to prove a faster growth to justify its rich multiple. But however, a good part of this company is that it could deliver on the front as well. So this is more of a speculative type stock and a little bit of a smaller. However, they've switched their business model recently and it is working. Basically, what they do offer is services, and customers, they can pay for those C3.ai services to use them, and thereby lowering the entry barrier for anyone to use the company's AI software solutions. Now, they are working to build software and build great products for their customers, and currently, if we look at their financial situation, you can see their gross profit is looking pretty well right here, looking pretty stable and doing better than last year. What we've also seen is their operating income doing pretty well. And if we look at their actual earnings, they beat their expectations, which are still their earnings per share. The expectations are still at negative 0.13. So still expected to lose, but they're actually beating those metrics, causing a good momentum into C3.ai. The next two that we're going to talk about are large competitors and top tier stocks within the AI industry. These are more of a safe play rather than a more speculative. The reason why I say that is because they've been along for a long time, and they also have a lot more taps into different industries rather than just artificial intelligence. Now, what we're talking about here is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, and NVIDIA. Now, a lot of you guys know about NVIDIA with their GPUs, some of the best GPUs and ray tracing technology in the game. Big chip company, and you also have AMD, which has also been growing as one of the top tier chip companies that we've seen in the recent past. Now, the thing about these top tier tech stocks right now is they're really taking a large stab into the artificial intelligence space. One thing to note is that they're competing with each other. Competition is good here as each company is trying to develop some of the best AI chips in the game. Right now, NVIDIA actually has the H100, I believe it's called. That's one of their top tier AI chip stocks AI chips used for processing AI data. However, AMD has recently came out with a competing AI chip, the MI300X right here. Now, the thing about this is that NVIDIA specifically has about 80% of the market share for these AI chips. And at the current cost of their current chip for NVIDIA, the H100, this is about $30,000 or more. One thing that NVIDIA or AMD is doing here with the MI300 chip is basically utilizing a higher amount of memory that it can utilize, 192 gigabytes of memory compared to 120 in the NVIDIA, and they have not actually released its price yet. This does create a lot of competition, speculation, and helps bring prices down, which can bring more consumer base to both of these stocks. Now, what they're working on, and specifically what these chips are working and developing, is these large language models, like we talked about with ChatGPT. The thing about these is that these run on a unit or a type of parameter called parameters. And right now, a ChatGPT is a 175 billion parameter model. As these chips get more advanced, and as basically these large language models get more advanced, you're going to need chips that support more data processing capabilities and more capacities by running more parameters. For example, AMD's here, this new MI300 chip runs 40 billion parameters. Now, with that, they could run many larger, much larger language models than ChatGPT, and this is important because they are taking a stab into NVIDIA's market share. So we could see an increase in them, up 42% on the year. AMD is looking pretty healthy. Looking at NVIDIA, likewise, up 164% in the year, right now trading at $438 per share. Looking at some of their financials and looking at these as these start to compete against each other, both are doing great in the amount of profit that they are producing just year over year. Here you see profits by AMD are looking pretty healthy, and looking into their operations as well. Looking at NVIDIA and looking at them as a company, we know NVIDIA has always been been doing pretty well and is doing well, down actually a little bit on profit here compared to 2022, but over the past years has had a good trend in the positive way. So it'll be interesting here to see what happens with AMD and NVIDIA, especially as they do compete, but that is great for these AI chip models and especially for these large language models to help lower prices. That's all about I have for you guys. Let me know, have you guys heard of PLTR, C3.ai, of course AMD and NVIDIA? Do you want me to check out some more AI stocks? Let me know down in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, please subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.